Hey, welcome back. Providence Police Chief Perez is making his first visit into my new studio. Chief, welcome.
Thank you, Gene. Thank you for having me.
You ever have a mustache?
I never did. No, I can't grow no facial hair.
All right, Chief, as always with big cities and crime, it's kind of a mixed report card today. You had some trouble over the weekend, but you had a good story with the Providence fan zone. We're going to talk about both of them. First, let's get right to these 5 people shot on Acorn Street. That's about a block north of Atwell's. It's where the old traffic court used to be, Fantasy Strip Lounge. When I go there, it's like a no man's land. It's just old factories and mills. Does anybody live in that neighborhood?
No, it's pretty, it's like you just mentioned. It's all mills, it's factories, it's sort of on a section that is very not visited or popular by anybody. So yeah.
There's businesses there.
Correct.
There's businesses in those mills. All right, last night, this morning, 4:45 in the morning, a pop-up party. Now, you tell us what the pop-up party is. These are kids. They go on Facebook and says, we're going to go to Acorn Street. Next thing you know, got 100 cars, and that's going to bring trouble. And in the end, it ended with 5 people shot, 2 women, 3 men. You're looking for the suspects. Any news on that? What led up to it?
No, it's all preliminary. We're investigating. I got the call this morning around 4:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so, it's... these are unsanctioned events, unauthorized events, and the challenge is that many times they go on social media and they organize these events, and within minutes you got hundreds and 200 people. And it's not just Providence.
Right.
As you know, yesterday I think it was Massachusetts had a call just the same, Pawtucket had a call just the same. Throughout the nation, this is a dangerous trend during the summer times, where these juveniles and sometimes even adults get together to have this type of unorganized events.
A couple of weeks ago, you had them in the Roger Williams Park. The 500 cars showed up.
Correct.
Can you imagine? It's 4:45 in the morning. You have a pop-up party. Now, when it goes on social media, these could be people coming down from Brockton, coming down from Boston, coming all over the place, right? It's not just kids from your area.
Correct. It's not just it's just Providence residents. I'll tell you, they come from all over. But the community support, the mayor support, and the Providence Police Department, that's what we focus on, and we've been extremely proactive on mitigating some of these issues. Yesterday or early this morning, was just one of those issues that happened way earlier, at 4:45 in the morning. I mentioned earlier that we got to make sure that parents stay alert on what their kids are. Sometimes that good old-fashioned parenting is necessary. Sometimes I mentioned that. So
how are we going to do with social media? The kid is on the phone all day long.
Correct. It's unfortunate, and this individual showed up. I always said that 10% of the individuals part of the criminal element give us 90% of the problems. This is a great city, and as you mentioned, the PVD fan zone has been.
I know you want to talk about. It's a success story. Believe me, we're going to give you plenty of. No I'd be the first to criticize, but we're going to give you a good report on that. Chief, when these things happen, the reporters always say, "Oh, Chief, there's trouble in your city," or this or that. Well, you're not making the trouble. You're not inviting them, right? Is it fair to you sometimes when we say, "Chief, what's going on?"
Absolutely.
Especially election year.
I'll tell you, as the chief of police, any chief of any major city or even capital city, it's a responsibility. I was granted this opportunity, and I take it personal. I grew up in the city. I know how the potential that the city has. And so, yes, it's definitely on my shoulders. The decision's full. Obviously, I got a great team. We got a great police department. Men and women in this department are incredible. They work in specialized units. We have specialized units that work throughout holidays, typing out search warrants, seizing firearms. And so, it's incidents that occurred, and it's not just in Providence, but we're definitely working on it extremely hard to try and identify those people that are responsible.
I remember Buddy Cianci went to a triple murder once, and he used to show up at all the murders and everything, and he came out and said, well, there goes my crime statistics. It's true, 3 murders can skew everything. All of a sudden, you go 300%. Now, you had 5 shootings last night. That's going to skew your numbers.
Yes, definitely. The numbers are the numbers. I'll tell you that we seized over 300 firearms last year, and I would never be able to give you the numbers of how many lives we saved. And so it's definitely something that we get concerned about. This was one specific incident that occurred. Unfortunately, 5 victims. You're right. It's just stats. And so, but I think the key is to ensure that we are prioritizing the incidents and the hot spots and certain things that are giving us those numbers and the people.
We had a reporter down there on the Acorn, and she's talking to the businesses. There are businesses in those old mills, and they're giving her an earful. And some of them are very angry that this happened, and I guess at some point they're going to give you an earful too. What are you going to tell them?
No, I think this is collaboration. I think we're doing extremely well. I mentioned earlier that the support of the community is important. We have different organizations that we work with. Obviously, is critical. But listen, I'm all ears. I think that this is not just the responsibility is not just on the police department. I mentioned earlier, we're a community here, and everybody else should be part of it. If we see incidents like this popping off and people gathering, we expect people to call us. But no, I'll tell you that they should be confident enough that we are proactive and we'll stay on it to ensure that this doesn't happen again.
Okay, you've had a spate of these nightclub incidents weekend after weekend. I'm almost going to put together a list of the nightclubs. I know them by now. The last one was Lovera Lounge, Broad Street. First of all, let's just get out of the way. Does your sister have an interest in that? Because I was getting a bunch of texts. Oh, ask him about the sister. What is it?
Listen, as far as I know, definitely I have family members that are part of the nightclub, but I know that there is a gentleman that owns it. And I have a team that actually investigates that. And so, put it this way, it doesn't matter who owns what building or what businesses in the city, they're held accountable just the same. And so as far as with the actions that we took, because there was a large crowd, a pop-up party that started in our parking lot, they were ordered to be shut down for 72 hours. And obviously there are going to be some mandates that the license board will put on them. I think it's critical to ensure that we hold people accountable. Just as we hold a nightclub accountable, we hold individuals that are part of criminal element in our city accountable, regardless of anything that that may be friendships. I grew up in the city 32 years, so I know plenty of people. So.
Lovera was a woman in the parking lot, and as she says, 4 other women attacked me and robbed me. And there was a pop-up party there too in the parking lot, correct? That preceded this. You were there earlier, and then they came back.
Correct.
Now. Listen, every family relationships, I don't talk to the sister. Do you know if she owns that, your sister?
I'm not really sure what type of, no, I don't.
Are you you haven't spoken to her in a while?
I do know that there's a gentleman, every time we have meetings where we have, the Dominican Festival's coming up, so we'll gather the different businesses throughout, and there's an individual that actually comes up and represents himself as one of the managers, owners. So
it's before the licensing board. It's closed till Wednesday.
Correct.
So if the paperwork shows your sister on there, hey, that's my sister. I'm not involved in her business. She's not involved in mine.
I think that doesn't matter. I think the key here is to make sure that we, any businesses are acting in a professional manner. They conduct themselves in a manner that is safe for the city, and I think that's the critical, more important than anything else. I think that I just mentioned 32 years. I know a lot of people. There's businesses. It could be someone who could be either grew up with me, maybe owns, it doesn't matter. I think at the end of the day, it's holding people accountable. Okay.
You're saying that you may know a lot of bar owners because you're here 32 years.
Correct.
And all of them throw your name around too, including some politicians, which you know about.
That's
they all throw your name around, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
And that's fine. Listen, I'm okay with that. I just think that, again, I think my priority is it's keeping the city safe. I think I was given an opportunity that not many people get to have. And it's important to ensure that I leave this place better than I received it.
Listen, on the plus side, the fan zone, I'm going to be a little skeptical of the late night drinking. I even told the mayor that. I said, go drink till 4 a.m. That's asking for trouble. You've had selected days where people go drink till 4 a.m. in Providence. You had the fan zone. On certain nights, you had thousands down there. Not every night. But so far, so good?
So far, it's excellent. We've only had 3 arrests. I'll tell you, yesterday alone, we had about 8,000 people down at Indian Point Park. And we had about 10,000 at the PVD fan zone watching the Mexican game. And so I'll tell you, there has been, I can't commend the work of the men and women in the district commander, Lieutenant Potter, Commander O'Hara, Captain Janet, Major Aspinall, and every other member of the police department that has spent hours working extra hours to ensure that is safe. But think about that. We had almost 20,000 people here yesterday. Between Friday and Sunday and this morning, we responded to about 1,257 calls of service. That's a lot of calls.
You mean all around the city?
All around the city.
But 3 arrests on the fans and what? Petty stuff? Just
disorderly conduct. Yeah.
What about the 4 a.m. drinking? Now, I'd imagine a law enforcement man, you're going to say, not a good idea. Was it a good idea?
I think it's worked. I think many times, it all depends. Again, it goes back to that 10% that want to create problems and become chaos. The people that come out and entertain themselves by 1:30, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they're going home. And so usually you have just a few people that are left between those hours.
Right.
It's worked out, and we have the personnel in place to make sure that it's a safe city. So.
You like soccer, right? That's your.
I love
soccer.
Did
you play that as a kid? Where?
I did. I played for Central High School. I played for a team.
Oh, you played for CF?
No, Central in Providence.
Oh, Central.
Yeah, Central.
Yeah,
the Knights.
Central.
And then I also played for a team called Italy 90. It was on the hill, just for a few days. Yeah,
that's you kicking the ball over there. Look.
Oh wow! Well, that's the bad video. I think you got
Somebody
a better
must
video.
took bad video.
Yeah.
Well, I get it. So you played for a team up on the hill.
Correct.
And then you played for Central.
Correct.
And did you play as a kid?
I did. So when I came to the country in 1990,
Where did you play?
I played in Colombia. Yeah, I
Colombia.
played in Colombia when I was a younger kid. I played for a team, but as you get older, you're not as flexible as you used to be,
No.
and you don't practice as much. So
Now, why do you suppose it hasn't taken off in the U.S.?
I think that
You
you
love
know,
it. You go. I mean, you.
Yeah, and I think it's really taken off. When I first came
Well,
here,
this week it has with the World Cup. Yes.
I think even in the past, when I first came here in the 90s, there was no small teams and little teams that you have in the different towns. They do now. And look, the USA, I mean, we're still competing for the, to
even a
go
little
into the-
controversial today with the
Correct,
the president
with the red
involving
card.
himself in it.
Yeah, so
Well,
no, it's
what did
it's
they
working.
get
It's like it's just a sport, and I think it's very popular around the world because it's very cheap to play soccer. You don't need much. I mean, you think about football, hockey. There's equipment that comes with it. It's expensive. I think that.
Good point.
yeah,
All
yeah.
you need is in Italy they play like in a broken down.
Correct.
Well, not all of them. I'm just saying that you could play it anywhere, like a
Anywhere.
lot. You could play in a parking lot.
You just got to have a
whatever it is.
ball to play in. So that's probably why he's picked up in so many other places. But I'll tell you that he has definitely shown what the sport can bring. It can bring peace. Look what, it's all, you have people from all over the world. We've had thousands of people in the city of Providence, three arrests. That's huge.
That's not bad. All right, Chief Oscar Perez, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
See you soon, G. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.